I need to talk a bit about mines because, of course, probably most of you have heard about the word mines and have heard about anti-personnel mines, but I think we don't know much about what mines are about. They are explosive weapons, and of course we know that some people are clearing those mines, are trying to get rid of the problem, but we don't know really how, and we don't really what is happening around mine clearance, around mine action. Our mines are eventually small devices like this one. This is one of them. I mean, I brought it. It's a dummy. Otherwise, I couldn't have entered the UN. And that's another one, very small, very teeny. That's the correct size of the mine I'm presenting you. Well, in Colombia, we don't have this type of mines. In Colombia, we have improvised mines, and they are made out of plastic container and fertilizer as the matter that will explode. Mines are a problem not only because they are killing people, maiming people, but also because they are blocking the life of the people, because they are blocking land. They don't allow people to walk around. They don't allow people to use their agricultural field. And of course, they maim and kill people belonging to the military, belonging to the fighters, but they also obviously maim civilians, and not just during the war, for a long time. And we know that many countries, Cambodia, Angola, Mozambique, Afghanistan, still at war anyway, are suffering from long-term problem. And of course, the war in Cambodia ended in 96, 97, and they are still clearing a lot of mines. Same in many countries. Now, about Colombia. Colombia is, of course, is interesting at the moment for many reasons, and you probably read the press, and things are happening in Colombia. Well, Colombia is undergoing a long conflict since 40, 50 years. The Colombian military fighting the rebel, the FARC, and you all heard about this acronym. And this country has left a lot of mines behind. I mean, we have counted probably more than 11,000 victims in that country. And the mine problem is of a big size. It's a real issue in Colombia. Now, knowing that, with my small team in Colombia, I started to think about how to help in this process. Of course, that was the job we had to do there. How to get people to start thinking positively about how to solve that particular problem. And what we did was to start looking at other experience we have from other parts of the world. How could that experience be useful? How this experience could be of interest for the Colombian context? And when peace negotiations were open in September, October 2012, of course it was quite a unique opportunity to raise the issue of mine as an option to contribute to peace building. What is specific with mine action work is that mine action people work very closely to community. They mediate with the community. They talk to the in many countries to the rebel group. They talk to the military, and ultimately they have a very critical and central role at a very local level to boost the idea of peace and to boost the idea of possible dialogue. And this is what we've tried to also encourage in Colombia. We started lobbying very hard. Actually, we encountered lots of resistance. Of course, when the country is fighting rebels, or when two countries are fighting, there is very little space to talk about positive actions. And obviously, we had to lobby the ministry, we had to find ways to communicate. We had to find a way to pass on messages to the FARC in some way, to the peace negotiators, and we used all the possible means at that time. It was really lobbying. It took quite a lot of time. It was quite tough because we were encountering a lot of resistance. But meeting a peace negotiator in an airport in Cali, as far as I had this experience, and I was lucky enough to meet this peace negotiator from the Colombian government for more than an hour and have the time to explain him how we could initiate a pilot project, even though the conflict was not yet over and the negotiations were still on. That was a unique time we had to for instance, pass on these particular messages. And this went on, and this way with the support of the UN team and the UN resident representative, we could reach a number of people. FARC sympathizer, we had different meetings. We had also meetings with the Norwegian and the Cuban ambassador, who were closely associated with the negotiations in Havana. And this gave way to and opened the way for a pilot project. And actually, a pilot project did start in April 2015 with both the military and the FARC, with the support of a Norwegian specialized organization, did start a joint demining project in 2 departments, in 2 municipalities in Colombia. This was a strong signal. It was highly publicized. It was a strong signal for the public in general that positive action was also possible from using, I would say, a weapon of war to be transformed, having a weapon of war to be transformed in a weapon of peace. And this is a project has been completed very recently, and we did visit that project. We did see the military and the FARC working together in clearing those landmines. Well, peace is happening in Colombia. We have a few more steps. We hope that will go on positively. I think I have, and with my team and all the partners and colleagues, we have contributed in a small way, but in an important way, to also this particular peace process. And watch Colombia. I hope in the coming days we will have some good news. It's not the end of the road for Colombia. That Colombia has still a number of problems to solve, but solving that one will be very important. Thank you very much, and thank you for being here.